Tyler and I took the Model Y and the Mustang Mach-e on about a 210-mile journey from Phoenix, Arizona up to Lake Havasu, and we got some really interesting results I want to share with you. So I hope you enjoy the video. Please drop a like if you haven't already, because it's early in the video. If you're in, you drop the like now. So now we're going to go back to Phoenix, and we're going to start the road trip. You know, not everything can be fun and games. We need to have a talk. So the other day I Googled my name to see, there was one video was getting a lot of traffic from an external site, and so I just like to see what sites are reposting what I'm putting out. And I Google Gjeebs. What do you think was like the second thing that was up there? Huh? So we need to talk about that. What are we doing? Go find your own. Mustang Mach-e, and also, as I showed up to Dynamic Tint, Travis here, subscriber of the channel, take a look at this Model 3. Stealthed the headlights, did a 10 mil PPF clear on the front. You covered the entire car, right? The whole car is covered, so it just looks immaculate. The pink Tesla's in the background. So Tyler and I are going to be taking a road trip with the Mustang Mach-e and the Tesla up to Lake Havasu, to his house up there, which has a Tesla charger installed. We're gonna see how the road trip is between the two of them, navigation, efficiency, all that stuff. And Tyler's a little anxious taking an electric car on a road trip, but I've assured him everything will be okay. As a member of the cult, I try to assist others to transfer over to the electric way. So that's what's going on today, and I hope you enjoy the video. We gotta give a shout out to Mo for lending us this car from Santan Ford. This is a California Route 1 edition. I think the mileage is 310 or something like that. Look at these stitched seats. That looks nice.
Seems pretty sharp.
Yeah. We're gonna test out the navigation to see. Like in the Tesla, as you guys know, you type in the nav, it sets your charging stations. It does it in like 10 seconds. So we'll see how the Mustang is. But yeah, if you guys want a Mustang Mach-e, I'll have Mo's contact information down in the description. He's the best sales rep there, and he'll hook you up. But
oh, there you go.
There we go. Okay. All right. Throw the address in. Number 2. Okay. So there we go. We're calculating the route.
Obey traffic laws.
Boom.
Be alert and use
yeah, so it tells you where to charge.
Okay. Sweet.
Please drive.
So trip overview. Total time 4 hours 7 minutes.
Traffic is 15 minutes.
Lady keeps interrupting us. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna hit the Electrify America charger. So the trip is only 214 miles. We'll probably do one charge stop, then we'll make it there, and then I have the adapter from Electron to be able to use his Tesla charger that's at the house. So that's the plan. We'll let you know how it goes, and I think it's good because Tyler is his first time taking a road trip in an electric car, so he'll address a lot of the things that he was worrying about and whatever going into this trip. So I don't know, what do you guys like? As far as looks goes, what do you like? The Tesla? I mean, minus the pink. I understand everyone wants a pink car. You can't have it, though. Tesla or Mustang? I love the sporty look of the Mustang. I don't know. What do you guys think? Currently, the car has 257 miles of displayed range. We have 139 miles till we get to Quartzsite, Arizona to charge up. And we're apparently going to get there with like 18% battery. Let's see what it says. 22% battery. It'll be a 10-minute charge, and we're on our way. Now, the interesting thing, and this is the thing I try to tell people who are getting a Tesla, really any electric vehicle, is the displayed range varies sometimes vastly depending on what's going on outside, whereas a gas-powered car is you're pretty much gonna get what it says you're gonna get. So just something to be aware of. It's gonna be interesting to see, we're driving 139 miles, but it's going to be interesting to see how many miles we actually use and what the efficiency is, especially compared to the Mach-e. And I think it's good because Tyler has never driven an electric vehicle on a road trip. So he does tint and paint protection film on them, so it's going to be I think he'll open up some insights to you guys out there that are worried, like, oh, I don't know, and see what a road trip is like, especially with something outside of a Tesla, which has the best charging network. So I think this will be a good video for those of you waiting for your Mustang Mach-e or Model Y, just to get an understanding of what to expect. Sorry to interrupt the video, we're gonna be quick. This is INTOTHEAM's breakthrough tee. You'll notice I'm wearing it in the video. Go to their website, type in code Gjeebs, you'll save 10% on their entire website. Helps me, they're a sponsor of the channel, they've been like this for a while. And my dog But that's just how it goes here. INTOTHEAM.com, they're a sponsor of the channel. I sincerely appreciate them. And we're also doing a collaboration coming up where I've made a design. I'm very excited to release that to you guys. Thank you for supporting INTOTHEAM. Thank you for supporting the channel. Back to the video. I put you on single pedal driving so it stops.
I mean, I like that. I got used to it.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to mine, like when I let off, it's like pushing still.
Yes, exactly. It just glides.
Even the first thought on this car, this is like probably the most comfortable seat I've ever sat in. And
really?
I'm picky when it comes to long driving. Because my wife's Forerunner is the probably most. We took it to California once, and I told her we'll never do it again because it was like you got off of bricks when you got out of it. You don't get to appreciate the moonroof though when you're sitting in front.
I know. But I will say though, the moonroof in that is better than the one in this because it blocks a lot more heat.
And I don't want to beat up Teslas too much.
No, you should beat them up.
I won't lie. Hands down, Tesla's the best looking electric.
Yeah.
But, like, exterior. I love having this right in front of me. I don't know how if I could look off to the right all the time.
Yeah, I was concerned about that too. You get used to it. But I agree, it is a nice, it's a nice thing to just have it right in front of you and not be looking off to the right. Autopilot is a double-edged sword. Right now, we're just cruising, keep your hand on the wheel. It takes so much stress. So this guy's hitting the brakes. It'll brake for me, it'll steer, keep your hand on the wheel. It just reduces the fatigue that you have when you're on these types of trips. All right, so we're coming to a braking zone up here. The traffic is slowing down. Okay, I keep saying that and it just doesn't happen. It's a double-edged sword because when it's on and the car phantom brakes, that's when I call it a piece of garbage and saying I'm returning this to Elon. But it's, for the most part, 90% of the time, works so nicely. I just don't see the value in full self-driving, and I guess the take rate on full self-driving worldwide is only like 7%. And in the US, it's like 17%. So it's so expensive. And when you use it, and I've done the subscription, it's not what you see that the beta testers have, where they're driving all around San Francisco and they're not touching the car. It's like that's how it's advertised, but that's not how it is to the average consumer. And I think that's a little misleading, but you guys have to let me know what you think about the full self-driving. But times like this, it's just, I think autopilot is amazing. It keeps getting better. For road trips, it's so nice having this, even though it takes longer and you have to stop and charge. Our charge stop for this trip is only 10 minutes, and then you're back on the road. So, it's up. What do you mean, no? It's autopilot time. Let's have a fireside chat while autopilot handles this traffic. That's another thing with autopilot. Being in traffic, you just throw that on, you eat pretzels. Eat pretzels, don't smoke cigarettes. Eat pretzels, not cigarettes. I was just thinking, going to an Electrify America charger when your friend's at a Tesla charger, it's like when you're at the family reunion and you booked your room too late and you're at the hotel that's like not quite as good. When you go and see your cousin at the other hotel and you're like, this is nice. That's what it's gonna be like when Tyler's at the other charger. And another Mach-e. I just love pretzels. Now, I know you guys loved the pretzel review in the past. Rolled gold, this right here is Apex pretzel. This is something you can never go wrong with. It's crispy enough. And then sometimes you just, like, I'll do this. And then pack a lip. I do want to give a big shout out to Mo at Santan Ford for letting us take that car on the road trip. Really appreciate it. Also, just so you guys know, I bought my Focus ST from Santan Ford years ago, and they treated me great. Like, it was a nice experience, especially with the service department of all things. My parents have had, like, they're supportive of what I do, kind of. My dad, the one day, he like went to watch one of my videos just to see like what I was doing, and he watched it and he goes, it was boring. He goes, who watches that? Can you imagine? Just roasted me. My grandma, though, Grandma Gjeebs, she's the astute watcher and listener. She'll call out the most minute details of the video. She pays attention, and I appreciate that. Oh my God, I love pretzels. The pink Tesla brings so much joy to so many people. And they look at me, they're like, God bless you. In the past, I've talked a lot about the unplugged luxury coilover suspension. There's 32 different settings on it, 32 being firm, 0 being soft. I put it on setting 0, and it's really changed. Like, the car really soaks up a lot of the bumps in the roads and rides more like a BMW or Mercedes luxury SUV. I really like the suspension. The problem is it's so back-ordered right now. I mean, it takes like 9 months to get one in. It's really tough. I still really enjoy it, and it's just nice to have that customization. So when I take it to the track, I'll put it on setting like 20 or 25 to have it stiffer, to reduce body roll. I also wonder if, because I have it so soft, if that will hurt efficiency. The current efficiency of the car, I've gone 50 miles, 1 hour, 18 minutes. It's 255 watt hours per mile, which is very good. The average of the car over time is 281 watt hours per mile. All right, so I'm talking to Tyler on the phone. He has 177 miles left. I have 107.
Yeah, it shows that we're 91 miles from here.
Dude, you definitely could make it.
Easily.
You just want to go for it? That's crazy how much more mileage yours shows than mine.
Did you start off with 100%? Or where was your percentage at when you left the shop?
I didn't start with 100%, but I had 269 or 257 when I left. I think you had 269.
Oh wow, okay.
So that's kind of crazy that yours is showing that much more. So there is the Rivian R1S, I think. That is sick. That's crazy. That thing is beautiful. Friend Amber, she is getting one of those at the end of this year, so we'll be able to check that out. 73 miles. He's running at 3.3 miles per kilowatt hour. And that was on the 135 miles we just did. Oh, this is cool. Climate use, driving, accessories. That's cool. It like breaks down what you're doing.
Yeah, so if you're trying to save it.
I'm charging right now, and Tyler is thinking of just driving there directly. And I think you can do it.
I think we'll be fine.
What's that?
Hey, can I get a picture with you?
Oh yeah, Tyler's going for it. I just did like a short stop there that was less than 10 minutes just to get charged up. It says we have enough to get to our destination. I probably could have made it without charging, but again, just the mileage that the car shows, like in every other brand, they're getting that in, if not more. And I just don't understand why Tesla can't do the same thing. I've said it over and over, and everyone defends them at all costs. And I'm in the cult, you know, I love it, but I just, you know, a little more clarity. Come on, Elon. Just thinking to myself, and look, I don't try to dump on where someone lives, because we're all different, right? But imagine living in Quartzsite, Arizona. Like, what if you wanted to live and just stay here? What would you do? Would you be the manager at Silly Al's Pizza? Would you sell pinwheels? Sunwest Silver, is that a strip club? Like, I don't know what you would do out here. I just always think about that. What is there to do in this area that you're like, I'm staying? I mean, look, these ladies are selling spandex, and I gotta say, the asses look good. They look good! Something that I've noticed recently is it's blacking out reservations. I'm not sure why it's doing that. I mean, I don't really care if they want, I guess, that privacy or whatever, but it's just interesting that all of a sudden all Indian reservations are blacked out. At the last supercharger stop, someone came up to me and they were with their family, and they're fans of the channel, and I sincerely appreciate the support that I've been getting, because, you know, I dreamed about doing this for years and years. I started this in 2011, this channel, and I dreamed of doing it full time, and the fact that I'm doing it now full time is really cool, and I will always appreciate anyone that supports the channel. Now, I'm not one of those psychopath YouTubers that starts telling their audience that they love them. That's the line right there. That's when you know you've lost your mind totally, because you're telling people that you don't know that you love them. You know? Think about how long it took for you to tell your significant other you loved them. Now, in my case, I love quick. I'm like, basically, first date, hey, I love you. And if that freaks you out, well, that's too bad. I'm just not afraid to get a broken heart. You know? I'm not afraid. Because when you break a bone, what happens when you break a bone? That's the strongest part of the bone after the breakage. So I think a broken heart is a good thing. It's meant to be mended. Video is sponsored by INTOTHEAM. You see me wearing that rocket ship. You know what that means, baby? The stock price is rising, and it is. It's funny because Tesla Twitter gets real nervous with the stock. You can like tell people are fickle and never dealt with adversity in their life. They're like, well, the stock's going down. And it's like, hey, it's gonna go back up. Stop checking it every 5 minutes. Buy the stock and shut it off, and that's it. Go do something else. Just beautiful scenery out here. Look at this. Just in the valley of the devil. I'm gonna watch what I say. My last video got demonetized for something stupid I said. It wasn't even that bad. I can't even believe it, but they did it. They did it. They got me, they'll get you. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. We've made it. And I gotta say, you know, I love the Tesla, right? But this thing, no charging. It still has 109 miles left on it. It's really impressive how well this held, and Tyler put a, headlights look really sick. But Tyler put a Tesla charger in here. So Electron was nice enough to send me an adapter that plugs into this Tesla charger. So I'm gonna give it to him. I'll show you the adapter. So this is the adapter from Electron, which is awesome. Really nice quality piece here. So this part plugs into the back of the Tesla charger and then can fit into the Mustang Mach-E. So I'm pumped about that. What are your thoughts? You drove the car, you're impressed. I feel like you're on the verge of like, you would almost purchase one of these.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, and it mostly because of the range. Like, not even was it comfortable.
Right.
But, you know, I was more nervous about getting here.
Yes.
100%. I called you a couple times.
I know,
like,
I know.
How do we charge this thing? How do we do this? I didn't even have to worry about it because we didn't need to charge it.
Yeah.
Really quiet.
Yes.
Like, all I heard was a little bit of road noise.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, when I drive one of my vehicles, you have to shut them off even just to
Yeah,
order
and
something.
I think like as far as the efficiency goes, like you can see how wide my tires are. They're 255s, I'm pretty sure. These are thin tires. These are 225s. So that at like for drag and efficiency, yeah, do the Teslas look better? Yeah, but this, I mean, you have what, 109 miles of range left?
Left, yeah.
And I had to charge, and yeah, there's something, I don't know.
And it had a great sound system.
Yeah, the sound system's awesome.
But like I said, I'm really picky with seats.
Yeah.
And it was a comfortable drive.
Right, and they're like, they have that stitched leather. It's an impressive package. For their first try as a full electric vehicle as a competitor to the Y, the Mach-E is awesome. Shout out to Electron for sending this out. I appreciate it. This will be linked down in the description. So if you guys want to purchase that with my Amazon links, or if you just want to go directly to their website, I'll have both for you. But as I said earlier, we have the Tesla charger installed here. It charges at like 50 miles per hour. So we got this charged up. So now we're going to top off the Mach-E. It's actually a really nice, look at this. It's a nice charger they sent. So we're going to see how this works in the Mach-E. And it's nice because you have like a universal charger now. So yes, it's built for Tesla, but with these, you can charge anything. So hopefully the car doesn't blow. And if it does, it's not my fault. Now.
So no, you know by the lights.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So it's not blue. So push in. Oh, there it goes. So one.
There we go. Okay.
There it goes.
All right.
So once it goes all the way around, it's fully charged.
Sweet. So we're charging up. So yeah, if you have a Tesla at home, you're going to buy an electric vehicle from a different brand, you can just put an adapter on and then it'll work perfectly. So I think that's a really nice setup here. We're going to leave this at the Airbnb so that way if someone comes with a Mach-E or whatever, they have the right connection. But Electron, nice work. Everything, the house isn't burnt down yet, so we're good so far. Day 2 of the Havasu trip. I'm going to show you now why having an electric vehicle is a nice feature, a nice benefit in life right now.
40 for 91.
Oh my God.
So we're taking out a mortgage right now.
Right. And rates have gone up a little bit on mortgages, so.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't held one of these in years.
Yeah, that's what's on.
I'm documenting for like future.
Oh, whoa. It's already full? Or it's just...
Camera just set lights on fire.
reporting live from the Havasu 10. As you can see here, diesel prices are $5.79, Supreme $5.39, and regular $4.99. The question is, how will people pay their rent? I'm not worried about it because I'm collecting a paycheck. She's a runner, she's a track star. It's kind of funny here. Everyone lines their boat up, they line their truck up, and we all compare. Everyone takes a look at what the other person has. We're flexing right now.
You just sit here, do nothing to help.
Yeah. You guys need any help? I'm just sitting up here doing nothing. And you know we're packing heat. Anyone messes with us today? Can't spin it around. It's the thumbnail of the video.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you.
We're racing. Misty Lee. See it? It says Misty Lee. I was like, Misty Lee. Misty Lee has come up on the water. She's 3 feet away, 4 feet away. By golly, she's won it. Misty Lee takes the Triple Crown.
Okay. See you in a minute.
I'm out of my element, folks. Socks on a boat.
That's a big bird.
It is a big bird. And it was a lot of fun coming up here. The most interesting thing to me, now this was Tyler's first electric vehicle road trip. So for him, he was like calling me the days before. He's like, do we have the right adapter? What type of chargers? Like, and that, but it's funny, but those are the questions that people have with electric vehicles. Are you gonna make it? Because with a gas station, you don't think about it, you show up anywhere and you fill your car with gas. This takes a little bit more planning. About a 200-mile journey. He left the shop, he had, it showed 269 miles of range on the Mach-e. On the Model Y, I left the shop with like 259 miles of range, but I had to stop and charge a little bit. Now, I could have made it here on a full charge, but I would have shown up to Tyler's house with like 0 charge. So that's definitely not something you want to do. You were able to comfortably cruise along. We were doing maybe 5 to 10 miles per hour over the speed limit. Yep. No issues. You showed up to your house with 107 miles of range?
Yeah, 107 miles still left. And I would say, like, as we were coming here, I started getting more comfortable.
Yeah.
I was so nervous leading up to this trip, and then the closer and closer we got, you'd see the miles were still there.
Yeah.
So I wasn't nervous at all to hit the electric charging station.
Right. You said just the peacefulness of the car. There's no engine. It's very quiet. The seats are excellent in the Mach-E.
100%.
And I gotta say, and I had the Mach-E months and months ago where I did videos. It's an impressive car. For Ford to do that the very first time, I know Sandy Monroe has ripped the car apart and says it's a mess and says there's all these hoses and things like that. But the truth is the average consumer is never going to see that or go to that level. And the fact that this delivers the miles that it's sold with beyond that really is really impressive. Whereas Tesla, I love my Tesla. I don't think I'd get any other electric vehicle besides Tesla right now. It just doesn't make the miles that it says it is from the factory, and I think that's a problem. Road trip was awesome. The setting is awesome, and I appreciate you guys watching the video. Thank you to Electron for sending out the adapter. Thank you to Mo at Santan Ford for letting us borrow his Mach-E. That was amazing. Tyler's Dynamic Tint. I don't think there were any more sponsors on the video, but
no. Can't thank Mo enough. I mean,
yeah.
To be honest, this has been fun for me. I'm learning, like you said, this is the first time I've ever driven an electric vehicle.
Yep.
And my nervousness coming up to this was through the roof. And then until we were about 50 miles out of Phoenix, I started getting more comfortable.
Yeah.
You just almost have to jump in one of these things.
Yeah.
Test drive one. Go
Yeah.
have fun in it.
Yeah. No, and I hope dealerships take note of that, because a big part of why people buy Teslas is a snap decision, because they're like, yeah, go drive it for 30 minutes. They just hand you the keys and you go drive it and your mind's blown. If more dealerships can get inventory, that's going to sell the most amount of cars. Don't ride with the customer. Don't ask them questions. Give them the key. Let them drive it.
I'm pretty sure Mo let you drive it.
Yeah,
Just ask him.
I'm sure
He's a
Mo
salesman.
set that
He'll let
up.
you
Yeah, Mo's
with
number
it.
one salesman. You
Yeah.
know he's going to give you the keys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Trying to do more things like this. I know you guys like the road trips, but this was a good one. So Tyler, thank you. Appreciate the invite.
Appreciate it.
Also, if you want to stay at the house we're staying at, it's linked down in the description, the Airbnb, and it has the Tesla charger, and I'm leaving the adapter here. That way whoever wants to use it can use it. So any EV you have, this is the destination for Lake Havasu. Thank you for watching.